said, no, we are not stopping until they release our leader. It got so bad that Nnamdi Kanu, through his own lawyer, wrote Simon, please, can you stop this? And he categorically said, I'm not going to take order from somebody in DSS detention. That's what he said. No, he can't give me an order. Around that time, he's already kind of become like a real big block himself. And there were those who loved that. This is what we wanted. The Nnamdi Kanu won't do it. So now this is the person we would prefer. We need to give it to this Nigeria. I said, we need to give it to these people. We need to chase them out of our land and all that. So that gave the criminals in eastern part of Nigeria what they've always wanted. It got to a stage that Nnamdi Kanu was actually made to say something about the people that we are trying to fight for, the people we are trying to protect. We shouldn't be killing them. They call this bluff. I don't know if some of you remember this September message of Mazi.
When he Biafra, onye onye ohi onye ọbụla pụtara na-esu ohi na-agba ama na-atụrụ ndị mmadụ na-eme ihe niile ndị a niile kwere na ohi IPOB onye onye ohi ka we are here to fight for freedom, for justice, equity, and fairness. That's what we're fighting for. Nothing more, nothing less. And we cannot be cowed by anybody. We are without fear before our enemies. And we speak the truth always. I want all the journalists here arrayed to go and ask them, ask government of Nigeria, what happened to treasonable felons? Where are those charges today?
From 2015.
They have just disappeared because they have no evidence against me. Anybody committing crime cannot go scot-free. I swear it. They cannot go scot-free. Anybody involved in any type of crime in the East cannot go free. And they're doing it because I'm in DSS. That's what, if I said no idiot can try this rubbish. And they know it very well. They know it very well. And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. Yes. They are making money with insecurity.
That's correct.
They're making money with it. They know now the Kanu is outside. In 2 minutes, this nonsense will stop. Who is the idiot? Who is the bagger? That will speak when I'm talking. Who is the fool? Who is the idiot? I ask. That I give an order in the East and any idiot will counter it. Who is the bastard? I'm asking you. Nobody can.
Sir, are you
I'm on the Kanu. Who is the idiot?
No, don't. No, man.
What is it?
Can you tell us the ongoing killings in the East in the name of IPOB? What is your stand on that?
Anybody involved in any form of violence or insecurity in the Southeast,
In the name of IPOB.
in the name of IPOB, is a gunner, and they know it. Let me come out of this nonsense, this mess. 2 minutes only.
There will be peace
Only 2 minutes, I guarantee you.
and tranquility.
And there will be peace in the East, not just Southeast. Everywhere in the East, if not the entire South. Huh?
Yes.
No, so don't worry, okay? If you have anyone here who feels like, I read someone who said that I don't like Simon. That's one of the problems that some of you who are like the social media praise singers for these guys, okay? This is not about whether I like him or I don't like him. Actually, I don't have anything against him, seriously, because it doesn't really matter how I feel or what I think, okay? But the thing here is this. There is no sensible person, nobody in their right senses will see the level of carnage going on in the eastern part of Nigeria today. No matter how much you try to put it on the politicians, okay? Because, I mean, I used to have my own evidence of some of these things being sponsored by politicians and all that. But Simon doesn't really give anybody that benefit of the doubt anymore. He glorifies them. He celebrates these killings. It's all over his social media. And that's what prompted what you are now witnessing today. So last year, he was invited by the Finnish security. And he categorically told them that, no, I'm not, we are not responsible for any of this. So fair enough. But you know what happened after? The Finnish government actually sent their own investigator down to Nigeria, to the eastern part of Nigeria. They met with some of the victims of this violence. And today, yeah, the news is everywhere. See, me, I am in support of the, what do you call it, the self-determination, the Biafran struggle. Even when somebody was like, is going to declare your Biafra on the 2nd of December, I mean, to those of you who actually believe in, I don't have anything against that. The only thing that is so concerning is that the level of carnage that we have now witnessed, which are so celebrated by him, will never happened under the purview of Nnamdi Kanu. That's the point. You cannot glorify killing of your own people as fighting for them. If you don't agree with us, we are going to water you. If you don't agree with our own kind of Biafra, that is unbelievable. Initially, they said, if you don't release our leader. And I was like, oh, this would have made a lot of sense. So if that fight was actually taken to Abuja, make Abuja ungovernable. They'll say why? They'll say because DSS is locking Nnamdi Kanu up somewhere in Abuja. That would have made a lot of sense. But in a contraption that people are facing serious economic downturn and hardship, somebody is celebrating, unleashing violence every Monday on his own people, and you sit on social media glorifying that. Do you really think any sensible person will kind of feel like, Omo? So yeah, you don't have to possibly like what I'm saying, but it has to be said. It has to. Well, the news broke today. Though some people are still thinking that maybe this is not even real, that maybe it is a propaganda where, Simon will now be using this, this arrest. Okay, anyway, let me finish what I'm saying though. So they sent their, their investigators to Eastern Nigeria. This time around, Simon Ekpa, from 2022, when he declared that is Biggie and all that. And then he became the prime minister. They have the government cabinet and the rest of that in exile. It has now been discovered that not only was he, making so much money, over $200,000 every month, has been contributed from all over the world to, to fund the Biafra government in exile. They also discovered that he has been sending money to a different group of armed terrorists, which they are called the BLA. I think that's going to offend some of you, his supporters. How dare you call them terrorists? You are unleashing terror on your own people. This whole thing started from, we need to protect Igbo land against the Fulani terrorists that want to invade us. So now, shooting your own people, Igbos, burning their cars. So they have now found, this is why they are holding him and 4 others in Finland right now, that they have evidence of him sending money to buy weapons, this and that, to those who are causing serious violence in eastern Nigeria. That is indefensible. It is indefensible. And it is more or less like not Igbo-like. Let me tell you something, in case if you will listen. In campaign for your country, you need to understand that there are those who are never going to agree. And that's why it is called a referendum. Okay? That you want a Biafra. There will always be people who don't want Biafra. So you cannot sentence them to death. You cannot call them saboteurs. You cannot possibly like what the Islamic terrorists will call the fatwa. If we tell you to do something and you don't do it, we will kill you. That is barbaric. This is 2024, for goodness sake. You do not celebrate such in such a way that you look at, we are currently on the world stage as we speak. Okay? So you need to know that there will be those who are always going to be on the other side. Your job, your advocacy, is to get as many people onto this side so that the minority will have their say, but the majority will have their way. Majority will have their way. And to be that majority, if there's any violence at all you want to involve in this, right, it should be against those who are non-Igbos. And I know that some of you are probably listening to Simon. You will disagree with this. Fine. But the thing now is this. Last year, when he was invited, it was because of their election. When he said there will be no election, and it was reported to the Finnish government, he got invited and he said, oh, they were killing our people. They are militarizing our region. I support the idea of demilitarizing of Eastern Nigeria. Yeah, I do. All these roadblocks in Eastern Nigeria, all this harassment of people and all of that, I kind of support anything that is going to stop or push that away. Fine. For killing the Igbos in Igbo land, kidnapping them, then you will celebrate them on Twitter. Then you, his followers, will turn around and say, no, it's a lie. It's not him. It's not your BLA, Biafra Liberation Army. What does that even mean? These people are making videos threatening their fellow Igbos. Then burn you well. You are a dead meat if you come out tomorrow. You are a dead this and that. Then you will turn around and say, people that are being killed, they are killed by DSS. They are killed by Nigerian army. No, come on. There's enough. On Simon's social media handle, where he is celebrating these killings. I don't think any rightful thinking person should take that, but we are living in a world that deranged people, okay, also have access to social media, unfortunately. So a lot has gone wrong. And right now, I just really, really, really wish that I never got to this level. So whether it is propaganda to fake his arrest or something, as some of you are trying to make yourself believe, all right? But the thing now is that he has finally possibly, pushed himself to a place that I strongly believe was totally avoidable. It is a total mockery of, an honorable advocacy, unfortunately. So I am not happy that what happened is happening. I have always not been happy. And this has nothing to do whether I like Simon or I don't like Simon. We are talking about human lives here. The actions and the inaction of these guys, the human lives that have been wasted. And this is totally preventable. This is totally avoidable. But there are so many of you who don't even live in that contraption. You live all over the place in Europe and America. And you are watching the carnage unleashed on Igbo land. And somehow, you want that to remain. You believe that is going to give you Biafra. Man, I don't know how this is going to end. But tonight, I really do wish that I never got to this stage. I really do wish. And I hope that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be freed anytime soon. And we can put all of this behind us. Okay? Yeah, Simon is Finnish. When I say Finnish, I mean he's a Finland citizen. So, except they revoke his citizenship, there is no extradition arrangement or agreement between Finland and Nigeria. So the idea of the Nigerian, there's this chief of defense or chief of something in Nigeria, all these military guys who said they are working on extraditing him to Nigeria. I don't think that's going to happen. Except if they have to kind of like revoke his citizenship, then deport him. Terrorism is one of the reasons why his citizenship can be revoked as well. I don't really see that happen. But in this world that we live in today, where it's all about a deal this, deal that, you can never say never. But I really do wish he will have a chance of defending himself. And the 4 others, there are other things that we have heard that actually led to this arrest finally. But most of them are currently unverified. So therefore, we just leave it as it is. But it is so preventable, avoidable. It shouldn't have gotten to this stage at all. It was doing a great job, right, in keeping the touch on. And sometimes I feel like the IPOB guys should have managed this even better. Unfortunately, it got escalated. Simon himself got so carried away. And today, he denied being the prime minister of Biafra. And his own supporters are saying he never called himself the prime minister of Biafra because he only called himself the prime minister of Biafra government in exile. So today, when he appeared in court before they sent him to prison, that's Simon there covering his face. So he was presented to a district court where he was charged for terrorism and 4 others. So to avoid his face being all over the media, that's the charge paper or the charge papers in his hand, where he's covering his face from the camera. So, however, he has been remanded in a Finnish prison, where he is expected to return back to court tomorrow. And then, we will give that a follow-up. Okay, follow-up. So, Simon Ekpa supporters who are here, you will need to either calm down or vent your anger. You probably need it. Okay? Vent your anger, do all of that. Talking nonsense, people are talking, whatever makes you feel better. Okay? It's not new. A lot of you have always been like that. There's nothing you haven't called yourselves. DOS, they are criminals. They are recharge card this. The DOS are the ones sponsoring terrorism in Eastern Nigeria. But the person celebrating the act of terrorism online is Simon Ekpa. Is the one praising his water army, Abi? The ones that are burning people's properties, burning their cars, shooting people. And most of those you are killing, they are actually Igbos too. I've never seen this kind of thing before in my life. And that's why I said that I really do, did actually wish it never got to this. Okay? There are many of you who are expecting that this is just a propaganda. Well, maybe it is. Or maybe by tomorrow it's going to be out there and, oh my God, it will become more popular. But you see, this whole thing is not about being popular or being, no. I'm actually using this chance to ask all of you to reflect. Is this the Biafra that you are yearning for? the one that if anybody disagrees with you, if anyone says, I am not in support of this approach, you would rather have them killed. Is this actually the Biafra you want? Yeah? The Biafra where you are projecting so much hatred at yourselves, you can't wait to buy yourselves. Is that the Biafra you listen to Nnamdi Kanu talk about? Is it? I don't think so, but I'll leave you to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, one man that I kind of believe is, maybe medically unwell. I put something on my Twitter, my ex, yesterday, and it was about Wiki. So I said that if Wiki happened to be an alcoholic, the way he looks is probably like older than his age right now. And it is concerning. So then on the second thought, I was like, wait, what if Wiki is alcoholic? Like, is battling alcoholism? That is a medical condition, right? Then somebody just dropped a bombshell on that tweet and said, Mayegu is probably, that person said is alcoholic. And he's always drowning himself in alcohol. But the Igbos that he massacred in Obigbo in 2020, that probably their spirits are tormenting him. And that is why he is battling with alcoholism. And I was like, oh, that's deeper. So we saw him in Abuja today, where I believe he is reconstructing a road in Gwagwalada and the people around there today. I'll take you there before we take calls this evening. Here.
Nobody can drive India. What we are doing is here. That's what we are doing. We have started feeling. We have cleared this river. Yes, no, the other one is this one. Then this one goes to Radio Nigeria.
I'll do that again. Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Minister. Single Senator. We have to take position. I am happy to see our minister today in Gwagwalada. City. Gwagwalada City. I am happy. God bless you. God bless you.
Let's go enter our car.
Thank you, sir. For remembering us. Thank you, sir.
I mean, Gwagwalada, is that what it's called? Like Gwagwalada sounded like a very popular place in Abuja. So when I saw their roads, I was like, since all these years, FCT Abuja. I mean, come on. You should probably be having this top class infrastructure in Abuja. But don't be so. Here is another road found in that same Abuja.